My name is Cohle. I'm actually a chiropractor, and my business has been open for about 6 years now. And prior to finding Christine's group and her website program, I was struggling big time with finding a good website company. So I'd gone through probably 5 or 6 different groups, all varying degrees of what they would do for you. Some were just completely hands-off for me, and they said they would do everything, and they would do all this SEO work and everything like that, and told me that in a couple months I'd be up on the first page of Google, no problem. And it never really seemed to work. And then, so from there I switched and went to a company that allowed me to basically write my own stuff. So I think it was a WordPress site or something where I could actually go in and correct things, because I was told that I needed to own my website. Otherwise, if I moved, I wouldn't have anything. And so that experience made me want to own my own, but I was finding that I was no better off, and it was just more work and more time for me for the same results. So since I started working with Christine, it's just been so easy, and I literally just told her what we wanted to do and trusted her whole process, and now it's pretty hands-off for me, and it actually works, and we get leads way more than before, and so it's been really beneficial for me. So I decided I wanted to make a change and to work with Christine, because I'd seen other websites that she's done, and the psychology behind it all really made sense to me. And it was honestly something very different from everybody else that I worked with. And so I figured if what everybody else was saying wasn't working for me, then it's probably time to try something different. And so that's why I changed to her. And before I was working with her, again, it was just a lot of the same, put as much content as possible on your website and all of your techniques and everything. And nobody really cared about that stuff. And so that's the biggest difference, I think, for me, was trying to wrap my head around why all of a sudden my content is not as much as before, but it's working a lot better. So it's kind of a weird concept, but for me and for everybody else that works with her, it's been really beneficial. Working with Christine's team has been really fantastic. It's so nice to know that if you send an email to somebody, they're gonna get back to you very quickly. You're not gonna go days or weeks without hearing from somebody. And when you ask about something, if you have a question, they're there right away to answer. Or if you need something tweaked or fixed a little bit, like we had some stuff going on with our blogs where I wanted the blogs to say a little bit different, and they were very quick to get that changed and to get it posted up. So the customer service is just fantastic, and that is it goes a long way today when you're dealing with a lot of companies that they don't really care, and you might email them and not hear from them for a week. But with Christine's group, they make you feel like you're very important to them. Since working with Christine, my life has been so much easier for a lot of the marketing work. It's such a nice peace of mind to know that your website is working 24 hours a day for you. And we were thinking of even doing Google AdWords and a bunch of these other marketing things, but we didn't until we got the website set up. And I'm really glad that we did it that way, because now the AdWords and everything funnels into the website, and the website does such a great job of capturing leads and information, and so it's really helpful, and everything just comes right into my email box whenever I get leads, which are happening more and more now, and it's very easy to follow up with them. We already have gathered a lot of good information about the prospective patient, so when we call, it's not just a random cold call. We have what their fears are, we have what they're missing out on, and so all of that is so helpful in developing a relationship with the patient right away. So the website has really done a fantastic job in bringing in just a return on my initial investment. I think even dealing with so many different website companies, I think the cost of the investment is really, it's really right along the lines of what it should be, but honestly what it does for you is worth so much more. So I would say we probably get 10 to 12 more leads a month now, and well, it's even more now, but 10 to 12 on an average month. And so that's going to be, we're talking like $10,000, $15,000 probably. So just in 1 month alone, the return on investment is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times of what we paid for the investment. So it's a no-brainer. It really is. So working with Christine and her team has really helped cut down on the stress involved of trying to figure out how to get more word of mouth, because now people can Google and people can use Google AdWords, and when they go to my website, it's just easy for them. And so it's capturing a lot more of those patients, whereas before we struggled with the website. People would just go on and they would see our number and they would call, and at that point, again, it's a really cold lead and you don't really know anything about them. But now it's just made it so much easier because people are essentially becoming very warm leads once they go through our website and they see all the content or they see the things that appeal to them. Whereas before, the website was kind of an afterthought, and if we had a word of mouth referral, we had to sort of send them to the website so that they could learn more about us, and even then it didn't really work that well. So to anybody who's considering working with Christine and her group, I would say it's very different in a very good way. You're going to go and talk, and you probably have spoken to several other companies, and they're likely all telling you the same things, whereas Christine is going to be a little bit different, and that's a good thing. It's been very different, but that has made such a major change in our business, and just knowing that the website can capture information, can capture leads, it speaks to our perfect patient, and that alone is just like it's as if you're hiring another marketing person, but they're working 24/7. You don't ever have to worry about what they're gonna say or what they're gonna do. It's just always consistent. And so if you're considering, if you need help with the website, I can't recommend her highly enough, and I've recommended a lot of my colleagues to her already. So I think PT websites was worth the money just because of the peace of mind. I think for me personally, just knowing that I don't have to continually check up on the website, or that it's me who's holding the website back because I didn't do enough blogs or I didn't do SEO, and learning about how little SEO really matters was really fascinating to me. So a lot of it for me was just peace of mind, and then on top of that is obviously the return on investment and how well it works for me to capture leads, capture information, and just be a great marketing message for me that's out there all the time. So I think PTs are missing out on a lot of things if you're not working with Christine. I think that you're gonna still have the issues of trying to figure out how to capture the leads and capture information, and people get bogged down with too much information on your site. So the difference with Christine's websites is that you're really trying to speak right to them, and it's not all about you, which you're going to hear a lot of from different companies, at least in my perspective, and what I've seen is that they want to make it all about you. They want you to tell your story, you to tell about all of your different techniques, whereas Christine's is different, and it's about the patient, and that's what our business, that's what healthcare should be about, is about the patient. And so if you're speaking to that already, that's a great message to already sort of subconsciously put to the patient that, hey, this is about you. How can we help you?